Here's how I went this round. Outstanding this round. Very happy with how I went. Top 1% got 2,054. Pretty happy with that. Went up 7,000 in the ranks, so almost just in the top 10k, which is good. So I made up for a couple of poor weeks I had a few weeks ago, which is good. There is one thing though that did go wrong this week, and it's Stewart going down. He was concussed, but the good thing is the concussion rule won't apply, and he will play after his bye, which is good. So yeah, Stewart 39 got concussed, had a good first quarter, and was looking to get like a 120, 130 again this week, but fortunately that wasn't the case. I could have got an even better score this week if he played the full game. So yeah, that one's a bit of a, not the not a good thing, but just unlucky, I must say. I mean, there was a lot of premiums performed poorly that game with English, Dunkley, McRae did okay, Bond did okay. Yeah, but it wasn't really the best game for Supercoach, that's for sure. Hewett obviously didn't play, but I loopholed him as a captain, so that worked out okay, which we'll talk about in a minute. Dawson didn't play. Oh yeah, he did play. What am I talking about? Got 106, which is good. Cresp got 100, which is just the standard stuff. He's been consistent. Hasn't gone absolutely in the bananas, but hasn't done terrible. I think maybe this first month he had a few bad scores, but after that he's been fairly consistent. Hasn't been quite as good as last year, but hasn't been terrible. Hasn't been a failed pick. Probably want a little bit better for the price you paid for him. He has gone down in price since the start of the season, but I guess we'll just take it. Nick Dacos, yeah, this is definitely what's helped me this round. 113, which is the reason why I kept him as well, just to cover me for this week, and he's done a phenomenal job of that. He's actually been my best defender this week. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with Dacos. When I needed him to deliver, he's just done that pretty well. So yeah, Thompson didn't play. He's actually out for 3 weeks. So this has been a failed rookie selection. Because I was hoping he would cover me for not this bye, because I think Gold Coast, yeah, they have the bye this week with the next bye. So he's probably going to be a loophole option now down in defence by the looks of it. Unless when he does come back, he continues to play, which Gold Coast probably will need him if they're going to try and make finals. So I'm not too sure what's going to go on there for now. That's just probably a dead option by the looks of it. There's no point trading him out because, I mean, hasn't made much money, and it's just pointless. Maybe for this week, but I don't have enough salary to do much with anyway, so we'll just hold him for now. Short, he didn't play and really didn't play, so they'll be in this week, which I really do need him. And Oliver, 134, yeah, good score from Oliver. Played well considering Melbourne lost. 87 from Neil, disappointing from Neil. Glad I didn't captain him. I know Brisbane lost. I swear though, these premiums haven't been quite as consistent as what we want. It's a bit of a roller coaster with some of them. He gets 160 or even 190 from Neil, and he drops to a low 100. You want him to at least score at the bare minimum 100. So if you had him as captain, you'd be very disappointed. Rory Laird, 136, pretty good job from Laird. I had him as VC, and I took the loophole option, which in the end, I had captain on Miller originally. But I've decided we'll go with the safety option just in case Miller gets concussed or injured, and ended up costing me 30 points. It's just haven't got a captain right in the last month. It's a bit frustrating. Look, I take 136. It's better than a lot of other people this round, to be honest. So I'm grateful for that. But I could have gone for the extra kill and gone probably in the top 1,000 for this round if I managed to choose the captain option. Other than that, everything went well other than Stewart, I would say. Brayshaw, 113. He slowed down a bit after half time. I think Brisbane paid a bit more attention to him. So you could have probably got on and get on 130 over 140, which probably would have put me even higher up the ranks, but it's not to be. Clark, 54. Happy with him. Oh, look, I skipped. Okay, not the best. he's probably going to start. He's going to stop generating cash, so I might have to trade him this week. We'll have a look at it. If I'm trying to field 18, I think he's going to play next week too, most likely. So I have to factor that in too. Mills 113. Look, just your average score from him. I think he was going well at half time and slowed down after that. So look, there's a couple of my players were like that. And you got McRae 107. He's been a bit off the last month. Just hasn't been himself. He had a great start to the season, but he's dropped off. So he's actually lost a lot of cash, a fair amount of cash since the start of the season. Yeah, Miller went bananas, and it's with the captain option. I did have him originally as a captain, as it is stated, and look, it's another bit of a roller coaster with Miller too. He got 55 the other week, and he's got 167, and it was against North, but it's a bit of a gamble, whatever you pick, to be honest. Which is why I went with the safety option of taking the VC option, which I already stated. Yeah, Brayshaw, average score from him, Clark. Not too sure if I'm going to trade him this week. Cripps should be back in, and Carroll's probably not going to play, which is a bit annoying because I need him for cover this week because I've got a lot of midfielders out. I haven't really thought this through. I needed to bring in Laird and Mills, so it's one of those things that you have to decide. I reckon long term Laird and Mills are the right call. Brady Howe played 40, having as an emergency. Didn't really need him on field. I think he would have made one more than Stewart, so it didn't make too much of a difference. He's generated a little bit of cash. Hopefully his bad score goes out now. He can generate a bit more cash. But he's not going to play. I'll probably hold him. He hasn't made enough cash to trade out to bring in another player. Maybe I could bring in a Parish or something. I don't know. Just don't have enough money for it. I'm not going to worry about it, to be honest. Gould 198, phenomenal job. Look, imagine if I captained him. Be 64 points better off, and I probably would have been a top 800 for this round. And if I had Stewart in, he played a full game. That's another 150 points, and that would have really put him up there for this round. Probably in the top 300 for the round if that played out well. But unfortunately, yeah, it's just a lot of luck involved with Supercoach and with everything this last couple of seasons. Yeah, we'll take 198. And if you don't have Gawn, you've been not happy. And Hayes didn't play. Hopefully he plays next week. And Bruce, I'm not too sure either. So, by the looks of it, I don't know what's going on with Bruce's situation. A new coach, new rules by the looks of it. And it's just, yeah, look, we'll see with Bruce. He may have to go. I'm not too sure who to bring him in, to be honest. Darcy is a bit on a roller coaster with him. You got English, but I could probably play him as a forward unless I use him as a ruckman and get in Smith or Liberatore or Bontempelli in the forward line. But even them've got their own concerns. So Smith is out for a few weeks, so not too sure with that. Roses. Oh, I know we're talking about Dunkley first. 66, disappointing. I'm pretty sure that's his lowest score of the year, Dunkley. Again, it's been a roller coaster with a lot of these Dogs players. They have great weeks and have a mediocre or very poor week. Like for Dunkley standards, 66 not good enough. If you feed see him, you'd be disappointed. I'm glad I didn't. I'll seek about it. Go with Laird and Miller because they had weak opponents and it paid off. Yeah, look, hopefully it's a one-off. Will Brady, 125. Yeah, this has been the story of the season. Look, he's almost F2. He's almost F1. He's been F2 now. And he's outscoring his other, Dunkley and Parker, which have been good players for a long period of time now. So, yeah, he's just, I don't know what Gold Coast, the environment for him wasn't ideal. I don't know, but he's definitely made his market freer, that's for sure. Parker, 97. A bit disappointing in the second half from Parker, despite Sydney, winning their match. Was hoping he can at least get 100, and he failed to do so. So, look, he's probably still in the top 6 forwards, or at least in the top 8, definitely in the top 10. It's just, yeah, it's a tough one, this one. Also, I'm going to keep him for now, but look, 97's not terrible, but you obviously want 100 every week. But, in a realistic world, that's not going to happen. And Roses, again, in the week where I needed him to deliver, he did. 83. They played North Melbourne, he kicked a few goals. As I predicted, that could happen, and it did. You know, yeah, I'm happy with that. So, look, he was looking like a terrible option at one point, getting an 18, but he's really turned around after that, and he's looking like a good money-making option now. He's made a lot of cash. Should I trade him this week? I'll look at his break even, because if he can play the next week too, that'd be a great idea of holding him. Well, let's have a look this round, because looks like a lot of the good midfielders are out this week, and there's probably a few players I have to get rid of. Will Jeffrey be one of them? Probably not. 64, so he's still going to generate cash. He'd already had like an idiot break even, so we'll probably hold him. Not as good as the last couple of weeks, Jeffrey, but 64 will take it. You know, they played against North. It's going to be tough to predict, because I'm expecting a low score from Jeffrey and Roses in the next few weeks. If they come back when they play a harder opposition. But Gold Coast do have an easier run, so you know, if these two can bag a couple of goals and maintain their price or even increase their price, well, one of these two will probably have to go soon to bring in Bontempelli, which is what I'm planning to do for the round 14. Bye. And Curtis, 55, okay, so he's made his cash, made a break even, not too bad, considering they got pumped, North Melbourne. So look, would Curtis have to go? Unfortunately, it's sort of been a failed pickup, to be honest. He's only made, 70, 80k? I can't remember what I got him for. You'll probably want at least a bare minimum of 100 to be somewhat of an okay pick. But North Melbourne will play anyway, so he has to stay in anyway, considering I'm really short this week. I don't think I'm going to field 18, so I'm just going to have to take the loss this week. So he's definitely going to be in. He's probably, hopefully, can at least get a 60 next week and generate some cash, get to 200k, and I might have to move him on from there. Butters didn't play. Hopefully he plays. I need him. And Rioli, hopefully he plays. But he's been a bit of a roller coaster ride too. Yeah, so overall, happy with this week. A lot of things went my way. A few things like Tom Stewart and the captaincy could have picked that bit better. Could have went better. I'm more worried about this week though, and that's the real issue with this week. Because look, if I bring in Short, Ridley comes in, take out Stewart now. Thompson's not going to play anyway, so that's 5 defenders. Cripps comes in. Take away. Well, it doesn't really matter who I take away. Now I don't know if Carroll's going to play. It doesn't really matter. If he does, hopefully he does. But in the terms of the ruckman, they're both playing. I don't know if Prusy, so that will swap that if Prusy's playing, like I stated. And Butters, Dunkley, and Rioli, hopefully he plays. Take out whatever, it doesn't matter. So that stands, I got 5 5 in the defence. How many have I got in the midfield? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and Carroll's probably not going to play, so I'm going to do the worst case scenario in 12, meaning 4, so that's what, plus 5 is 9. Hopefully both ruckman play, which is 11. And for the forward line, we have Brody, Butters, Curtis, and Rioli. Hopefully he plays, that's 15. What about a net? Wait, so you got 5, 4, 11. Yeah, so we've got 11. And I've got 4 playing here, so yeah, 15. So I'm not too sure who to trade out. I think I can't swap him anyway in terms of a forward ruck. I have no other forward ruck option, so I can't bring in an English isn't playing either anyway, so it doesn't matter. What other options do I? Yeah, it's a tough one to get Jeff. I mean, too early to get rid of Jeffrey. I think I'll just have to cop the losses this week. Look, I had a great round this round anyway, so yeah. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.